Welcome back to Only Football. A couple weeks after the Champions League final, and now we are. Are you in for next week? Good for next week?
Thursday.
I meant to ask this before we started.
It would have to be a later one, like a 9:45. Okay. I've ref at 7.
That's okay.
But
Okay, I meant to ask.
no
that
9
before.
o'clock. No
Like,
9 o'clock.
How unprofessional. Welcome back. Transfer talk. So much has gone on already. It's pre-deadline, or sorry, pre-window opening, but it doesn't really matter at all. We've got a lot to cover. We got a lot of. How are you feeling about this window so far?
It's gone off to a good start.
Like from a neutral perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate it personally.
Why you just rather no team sign anyone?
I don't mind. Like,
Do you hate it because you was
okay. Yeah, and
but as a neutral,
for other reasons, as a neutral, shit's been going off everywhere. It's been great.
Yeah.
But yes, United obviously, but like we'll get into more things that just really killing me. Really killing me inside. United number one. I hate it. I absolutely despise it.
I guess we start right at the juice of it, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
The highest transfer so far.
Yeah, let's rice it up, buddy.
105.
100 plus 5. Yeah.
Is he worth it?
Listen.
Or is it just
Arsenal,
the English tax?
English tax is absolutely part of it. It's absolutely part of it. I do rate Rice. I think it's a really good signing for them. You know, they've sold Xhaka. Is that even official? But they will.
Yeah.
Is it official? It was supposed to be official like at the beginning of June.
It hasn't been official yet.
It's really odd, actually.
I'm still assuming that he will not be there.
No. And that'll be like 15 mil, whatever. But they're off to such a great start in this window. Let's start with Declan Rice. I think it's a good signing. You know, they like to do the pivot. If they switch to a 4-3-3, he can do the 6. But I think with Rice, his offensive talents are becoming more recognized.
Yeah.
I like when he started off, he was actually more. I think he started off as a right back, if I'm not mistaken, at West Ham, like when he first came on, and then he got into that CDM role, which is where you generally see him at. But he can do that 8 role. Like for example, like if United or City were to have signed him, I think you would have seen him. You would have seen him starting ahead of Rodri or Casemiro. In that 8, in that box to box, he has that ability. He's good on the ball. He has a pretty good shot. You see, even score bangers.
Both of those? You'd put him ahead of both?
No, when I say ahead, I mean he'd be playing the 8. I'm not saying I'd start him over either, but like you'd be playing both. He'd be a replacement for Eriksen. He would start Eriksen. He would start over.
He'd be playing.
He would start over if they do a pivot. If they do a pivot, sure, yeah. Absolutely. But he would, I think, get more license going forward, even if it wasn't pivot. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I do with the Casemiro.
What? The 8?
Yeah.
Really? Eh?
Yeah.
Interesting. I disagree. I think I do think Rice's offensive abilities are continuing to grow, and they're slightly underrated as well. What do you think about the signing? Before we get to the price, what do you think of the signing? I like it.
Yeah, but for the price, it's like that's why I don't like it, right? It's like it's the player they need, but I feel as though they overpaid.
Well, you know what?
I think to get him, I guess you had to overpay, right? That was the only way to actually get him.
It was silly. City. I do want to touch on like City.
The price.
They love to play chess. They love it. They absolutely love it. They're great at it, and you know, like they'll be fine. Like City's fine anyway, and you know they'll pick up. Their scouting's good. They could get someone along Rice's level for a third, maybe half the price. You know, but this is the player that Arsenal wanted, and you know Arsenal's first 2 bids got knocked back, and then they jumped in with an official bid just to. I think just to make sure that Arsenal paid a little bit more.
Yeah.
But say what you will, Kroenke has had a really bad track record with Arsenal fans, and justifiably so over the years. But he is putting the money now. He is.
Well, he's trusting Arteta,
yep,
right?
Absolutely.
He's backing him.
Yeah, and I think
it's proof of.
And I think he's
Havertz.
He wants to win this now. Like he's ready to win this.
But that's how it should be, right?
Of course. I wish I felt the same. But Arsenal, you know, I've been under this ownership for 15 years more now, right? At least 15. I would say. Wow. I think 15. 2009.
So yeah, 14.
2009. I think it was 2009. And you know, for the longest time, it was just like he was kind of milking that club. Now he's putting in the money, and he trusts Arteta, and he's giving Arteta what he wants. And Arsenal fans should be really excited. They have such a great young core.
Run it back. That's no drop off, right? Like they just have to improve. They can't drop off of last season.
But they're not. And that's the thing, is that they're not. Yes, Rice.
You
With
never
1 year
know.
left on his contract, insane price. Insane.
Yeah.
That's madness. It's absolute madness. But they went and got him. They went and got him. Say what you will. I mean, fuck yeah, 1 year left on his deal. It's not going to re-sign, obviously, and pay an English record, a record for an English
Was it
player.
more than Grealish?
It's more than Grealish. It's more than Bellingham before bonuses. I think
Okay.
I think Bellingham was 100. Real obviously signed Bellingham, sort of touching that.
Yeah.
100 million euros plus 30 million euros in add-ons, I believe is what it was.
Okay.
Rice is pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Dropped a bit, but it's still more.
It's yeah. And then Havertz. I like the Havertz signing.
Is he starting though? That's the question.
The thing is,
if you're gonna get someone like that, you have to start him, right?
But not necessarily, because look at no, you don't, because look at what they could, and we'll get into that, but you don't have to start them in every competition either. It could be a Champions League more of a start. Look what City do. City have 2 teams that are capable of winning the Premier League.
Yes.
That's what you need to do now. You need to build for that. So it doesn't matter if you're going to spend $65 million pounds on Havertz and not necessarily start him all the time. Like he might even be like a constant starter. You'll see him start in the FA Cup, the EFL Cup guaranteed.
Can he play the wing?
He's more he.
Because if he can't, then you're only subbing him for Jesus and vice versa.
No, because he can play the 10. He can absolutely play the 10.
But Odegaard's there.
But I think you could. I don't think you'd be completely off in experimenting with possibly dropping Odegaard into the 8 and putting Havertz in the 10. I think that could be an option. And certainly, I think that's something they can experiment with. Cups or lesser opponents in matches where it's like, let's see how this goes for the first half. At home to
Bournemouth.
Let's not disrespect Bournemouth, okay? Bournemouth aren't fucking around.
Yeah.
Bournemouth are not.
Or are they fucking around?
We'll see. It's a risk, but honestly, they're kind of ruthless, and I'm intrigued.
You like it? You like the ruthlessness?
I am intrigued. Well, they did.
If you do your job, you still get the axe.
Yeah, but they went and they got a manager, the Balacano manager. They went and got him, and they've had a really nice couple of years in La Liga, and one stat that I'm not going to profess to know much about, but one stat after they signed him up that everyone's really pushing is that they've won the ball back in the final third, the most in La Liga, top, more than anyone. Which high press. It's gonna be some high octane football from Bournemouth.
We'll see if it pans. Chances, right? Less time to screw up.
Yeah, we'll see if it pans out. But I like that. I do. But back to Arsenal.
Do they have any more signings in them?
I fucking hate this window. I hate it.
I hate
this window. I hate it. Shit.
Because that's it.
I got this January 2022. So what, a year and a half ago? Really thought that United was going to get him, and then Ten Hag wanted him.
Yeah,
we fucked around. Obviously, we fucked around. A big thing was that Van Gaal was like, if you go there, you're not going to play in the World Cup. You're not going to play in the World Cup.
That's what he said.
Yeah, because like I don't know if you're going to start. I don't know if you're going to play.
Yeah, okay.
Man, buddy. Once after 2 matches, we got absolutely shelled.
I'm pretty sure Ten Hag wanted Timber before Martinez.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
I'm actually glad that we ended up getting Martinez in retrospect, because Martinez has been great. But Timber, he's versatile. He can play center back. He can play right back as well.
Yeah.
He's good on the ball. He's going to be good in the system. This is pretty much done, by the way. This is like between 45 and 48 million euros for Timber.
If they get him, could they experiment with the three back system?
Sure, absolutely. Why not?
Timber, Martinez, and Varane.
What? Oh, if you we're not getting him. Arsenal's getting him.
Well, yeah, true.
They.
I was just thinking of if you got a Timber and Martinez.
They extended Saka. They extended Saliba as well. It's a really, really promising start, and it's early. They're getting it done early. Everyone's gonna be there for preseason.
And why are they getting it done early?
Because they want the team to gel.
And also goes towards last season's payroll, right? So that's why there's been a lot of signings.
I'm honestly, Arsenal's not in jeopardy of financial fair play.
No, I know that. But
regulations. You can say something like that with Chelsea. No,
you want them there for preseason. You don't want them.
That's what it is.
You don't want to be negotiating during preseason, and then you finally get them the day before the season, and it's like
United
you slot them in, and then it's like, oh, the other people who are there training had a good preseason, or being like, oh, I'm getting bench for this guy who we just signed just because we signed overpaid last second.
Yep. Which we'll get to United in a second. First, Arsenal. So far, solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me.
9.
Yeah.
Because it's still open, right?
Yeah, but what they've done.
Are you having a 9 out of 10 with Timber?
Yes. Okay. It's pretty much basically done. It's basically done. Yeah, it's killing us. That's one. Chelsea. Speaking of financial fair play, say what you will about them and all the money they spent, and
they're off the books. All that money is counted out now with this late surge.
They're let's see what we got. We got bless you. We're under 8.5. So this is for Mike. What was that? 4 or 3?
It was 3. That was 3.
I always gotta remember that. Loftus Cheek. What?
12.
7? No. It was more. Maybe pounds. I think it was like 16 to 18 million euros, maybe something like that. So around
there. Anyway, like 12. Yeah.
Around there. Yeah. Loftus Cheek shipped off. Havertz shipped off. Koulibaly 25 to Saudi Arabia. Ziyech is about 20.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. Mendy about 15. And now Mount as of today. 55 million pounds plus 5. We'll get to that when we get to United. But let's just talk about Chelsea quickly. They haven't brought anyone in, although they obviously having Cuckoo, I was about to say, but they got that done like in January. Yeah. It's just good for them. Like Bully is gonna learn. I think I've always can actually back myself and say like, yeah, that's sure. So like Bully doesn't know what he's doing in terms of football, and he needs to bring in DOF, but
he's a businessman.
He as I've always said that he's willing to spend the money, which tells me that he cares to some respect. Maybe he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, but he will learn. And this is smart. They spent all this money and they're working out their FFP right now. They're working out, and they made a couple like young Brazilian signings in the last few days as well that I can't really comment on, but highly rated talents.
So who do you think they're after?
Well, it seems like Poch is okay to stick with Kepa, but the main one is Casita, and I think they'll.
Brighton want 80 for him?
Yeah, about if not, I think 80 is minimum. I think 80 is a minimum there.
They really want to get rid of him, eh?
Who, Brighton? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they do at all. I honestly.
So why put a label on him? Just say he's untradeable, unsellable, right?
Because you know what, you're still Brighton, and their scouting system's so good. Their scouting system's amazing.
Yeah, but they give easy time for them to develop,
gel,
right?
And gel as well. And you have Europe coming up as well. That's the thing. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't, but I think it probably will end up happening. I haven't heard any grumblings from Casey. Remember in January when he was trying to push for the Arsenal move, right? He wrote that, put out that letter, and saying I think I've come as far as I can in this club. I haven't heard anything from him in terms of trying to really push his way out. But maybe because it's early enough where he's stirring the pot. Yes, but that could maybe change in August, right? I would like Brighton to
stick on to him, hold on to him.
Yeah, for one more year, especially because they've got Europe coming up, and it's exciting. It's an exciting project. It's an exciting project. But that's who Chelsea is definitely going to be pushing for. And me, Brighton, just kind of stick it in, give us at least 90 kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe. I just want to see what Deserby can do.
They brought in Dahoud.
Yes.
They brought in Dahoud. Who else? I feel like they brought in the. I believe they brought
as well.
They brought in Milner. Sure. I
don't count that.
I don't really.
The leader, it's a dressing room.
I get it.
I get it. I think it could be big.
Yeah, maybe.
For the dressing room, not.
Am I wrong? I could have sworn they brought in. Maybe they didn't. Or maybe they're close to bringing in the keeper from Anderlecht, who United was also looking at too. Young Dutch keeper. Don't know his name, but highly rated. Apparently had a really good, I think, under 21s.
They're out.
They're out, but apparently he performed very well.
Because Georgia went through, right?
Hey man, Georgia. Listen,
They won the group.
Even in men's, Georgia's like kind of making moves a little bit, and they have been for a couple of years steadily. Georgia's
They won the
making
group,
moves.
and now they face Israel in the quarter, so that's doable. Doable.
They just got Georgia got killed in that fucking swamp match in Scotland.
Was it only 2-0 or 3?
There's 2, but did you see the state of that match?
No.
Like, buddy, the ball.
The ball could move.
The ball could not move. It was massive puddles. Guys were dribbling and they would run by the ball in the first 5 minutes. Run by the ball. 4 minutes in, Georgia took a shot from outside the box. It hit, and he hit it like decently, and it hit the ground once, like let's say like just past the penalty spot. Slows down a little bit, and then it's still got decent pace on it, and it's going just wide of the post. It's going just wide of the post, but it skips again, and it fucking crawls over the goal line. Crawls. And then Scotland scored like a minute later on a corner, and they called it for like 2 hours, and then they restarted, and it was still really bad. And then I can never pronounce his name. Fucking assassin, Napoli. I will never learn to pronounce his name. You know.
Veradana?
Huh?
Let's say Sveradana.
Sveradana? Is that what we're calling him? Kvaradana? Okay. Kvaradana. I will go with that. I will
it's
call him
pronounced.
Absolutely. Anyway, they got a pen in like the 92nd, and he fucking skied it.
Again?
They're not. Listen, Napoli's not good on pens. When he stepped up,
actually, he got saved last time against Milan.
Right? But the field was still so wet.
That's probably why he thought he had to blast it, right?
Yeah.
And he put it over.
Got it. Anyway,
put it on the ground. It's gonna stop.
Brighton though. That's we got way off. Anyway, Brighton, Chelsea. They'll get their shit done. Qatar, Honduras 1-1 final. Okay. Ooh, Honduras tied in the 96th. The Gold Cup. We'll talk about that.
No, we won't.
After this. No, when I say after this, I mean like when we're done.
No, we won't.
I'll tell you what it is. You might like my move. You might like my play. Anyway, let's go on to United.
What is that top? You got to.
Oh, and they also sold Kovacic for 25.
No, wasn't that 30 or 25 plus 5?
Yeah, I think it's 25 plus 5. Yeah. But there you go. Like there's City again. You know, just like
Gundogan leaves, Kovacic just comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I rate Gundogan over Kovacic, but who knows what Kovacic will be like under Pep? You know, that's just it. They're so good. That's the thing. Is like they don't. Yes, they overpaid for Grealish, but like they've got a good player there, and like they went and got him. They very seldom really overpay for players. You know,
because over time they just win everything. So it's like it was
but they'll pay
like
50 to 70 generally, and then you get like a Kovacic for 25. Look who's doing with a K as well. Anyway, we're just sitting a sec. United, honestly, fucking shambolic. Mount, mildly intrigued, overpaid grossly. This is where we paid £55 million plus another 5 in add-ons for Mason Mount, who had an atrocious season, wanted to leave. Like made it abundantly clear for over a month. Like he waved goodbye at Stamford Bridge, like looked around, drank it all in like a month and a half ago. And had an atrocious season, has 1 year left on his deal, and you pay that much. You get fucking you can't walk away.
You want to know.
But you can't walk, just fucking walk away. Just like, listen, we can go get someone else. Listen, this could be part Ten Hag as well. This is also this classic United negotiations that take forever, and they never knock any price down or juice any price that they're selling. What do you mean getting done? They've gotten one deal done that really should have been done a month ago. They should have been done a fucking month ago. They don't know how to negotiate. They're actually an embarrassment. But I'm mildly intrigued by this. It's not the position I need. We need a striker. We need a backup CDM for Casemiro for sure.
Wait, are you guys still going after?
We need a center back.
What does that do?
We'll get Osimhen if we get Saudi or if we get Qatar in. If we get Qatar to buy, but it might be too late even by then. So like Osimhen might be like next summer if he doesn't move. Anyway, travesty, embarrassment, useless, ineptitude. But where am I going? Oh yeah, United. I'm intrigued by it. This shouldn't be the first sign. This shouldn't be the main thing. But Mount's a bit of a keener. And
a teacher's pet.
And Ten Hag is
a good teacher.
He's a very good teacher. He's a very good teacher, and he's very specific.
Pull a Randall, eh? You want Mount to be a Randall?
Randall? Oh, like from Recess?
Yeah.
I actually got that.
That's what you want Mount to be.
He is. And I actually think this could be good and I think he will start over Eriksson. He's still good on the ball. He's good on the ball. He's stronger. He's more physical, and he can offer more defensively. So I actually think, and he's younger, obviously, and he's younger.
So Eriksson's a depth player now.
Yeah, I think so. Personally, that's what I would do. And also you can't be spending this much money. This is where it's different.
Fernandez, Casemiro, and Mount.
That's what I say. That's what I say. But and also like I know we were talking about Havertz,
Anthony, Rashford,
and for now it's Martial. But like I mean, Martial should be our backup at best, if not sold. I love him, but like he's so injury prone. But like right now we have no striker really.
Jonathan David.
We don't really.
No, he can't play. He can't.
Anyway, I just want to say that I know I was saying like with Havertz, it's like you spend how much money is he going to start? But it's different because they have depth. Like that, he's the depth player with this solid depth player, where it's like either you can work him into the system where it's like maybe he plays 10 and you drop Odegaard back, or he's more of a cup guy and even Champions League. But with United, I think it's gotta be Mount over Eriksson after a deal like this. It has to be.
Yeah. I guess.
David De Gea being treated like absolute shit. Also probably Ten Hag, I'd imagine. But
you want the ball playing.
I get that,
right?
but it's got to be someone, and that's why I will honestly like really only deal with Onana because I trust Onana. He has swagger. He's also a great shot stopper.
And he's done under the.
And he's done under Ten Hag, but that's not that. It's more like this handling Old Trafford, which is like a big thing for me. Like mentally, I think Onana has it. The thing is that how dare you all, tell him that you're going to resign. They gave him a contract. He signed it like a few days ago.
And then they
at reduced wages, and they pulled it away. And also, it's like you didn't make it clear that he wasn't going to be resigned at the end of the season. And like after over, I think 12 years at the club, he's won one title. It's sad to say that we've only won one title in 12 years.
What do you mean? You won Europa League?
I mean the Prem. I'm talking about the Prem.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking Prem, and at least 4 Player of the Season awards, at least 4 as a keeper. Shocking. At least 4, maybe 5. Just won the Golden Glove.
Remember he lost his captaincy.
Yeah, well that's because he's all he did. And remember, all he did was call it a poor performance and like take it away, and then give it to McGuire after like 2 months of Ashley Young. Anyway, it's really sad. It's really sad that they would do that to him. I personally, I would like Onana. I really rate him.
But you don't want to do that to De Gea. You don't want to see.
No, there's that. It's also like this isn't the priority, and neither was Mount. For me, striker, another center back, which we lost out on Kim and Jay, like linked to him heavily since like January. Yeah. And then Bayern come in and just offer him more money. And they're gonna sign him once his release clause kicks in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then Casemiro needs a backup CDM, like a youngish understudy, like early 20s, like not Chouamini, but like something like that. Do some scouting and like have someone that's there and ready to like step in, play the cup games, and like give Casemiro a fucking break, especially if he gets some bullshit red cards and misses half the fucking season.
Yeah, Valverde going to play with each other. Real's floating him around. But
anyway,
I'm
not about it. Let's take a quick break from the PL. Also, yeah, we haven't sold anyone either. Like we have like no money to spend really, like relatively speaking.
We sold Zidane.
We sold Zidane, Iqbal. Actually, like up like a guy with a decent ceiling. Sold him for £850,000 to Utrecht, with a sell-on clause, not even a buyback clause. Like that. Like that's how desperate you fucks are for money.
A sell-on clause.
Joke, absolute joke. Let's take a quick break from the Premier League and maybe go to Juventus. Let's go to Juventus.
What was there to talk about Juventus?
Not much, but like you can give us some.
We talk about Conference League teams now
with history.
We have no history in the Conference
League.
What are you talking about?
In the Conference League, you absolutely don't.
But one signing and possibly, I think we gave Rabiot. I think we're settling a new contract for Rabiot.
He almost came to us again.
No. Thanks for seeing. You're welcome.
He's a greedy little pig, eh?
No, his mom's his agent, right?
What'd you guys pay for him?
I don't want.
Why did you guys resign him?
Once they started they agreed on a deal, I was like, no, I don't even want to look at the price. It's gonna be sickening.
Why did you guys resign him? It's fucking shocking.
Yeah. We've only made one signing, Weah.
Yep. Timothy Weah.
12 million.
Yeah, we'll see. That's not an eyebrow raising.
Well, technically, we sold Kulusevski officially.
Right.
But
Weah, I mean, he was decent at Lille, but like definitely not eyebrow raising. Eyebrow raising by any sense.
Is it the Keane replacement? But we're gonna keep Keane too because Vlahovic might leave. I think. Did we get Milik? I think we got Milik too, right?
Yeah, you did. You guys undercut him by like $1 million. They wanted like 8 million or something, and then it went down to like 6. Probably like 6 plus 1 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have a lot of like wayward strikers there.
But is Vlahovic leaving? Is that why we have the wayward strikers, just to see which one of the three can go?
Can take the spot? Like who's vying for top prize? Juve's number 9. I don't think Vlahovic has really died down. Maybe Vlahovic.
Bayern.
I was gonna say
if
they don't get Kane.
Vlahovic is the second option.
Excuse me.
Because he'll be young, right? He'll be young, right? Kane is going to be 30, right?
Yeah.
It's funny how it was. Son is a year younger now. You heard about that? South Korea changed their birthday laws, so son is a year younger now. In South Korea, when you were born, you were 1 year old.
Really? So So is he like 1 year younger physically? Like, did that actually?
Well, he's the age. So if he was born in 91.
Yeah, but does he actually? Does his body recognize that?
No.
Does his body identify as a 28-year-old?
No, but his body is. I
know that's whatever. Okay.
That's like instead of you turning 32 this year, you're turning 33. Right now, you're actually turning 32, like everyone else. So I just found that funny. Thank you.
You have a quiet Chiesa. Well, we can kind of link in going back to Liverpool with Chiesa. Do you think
they don't need another winger?
They
Liverpool.
Don't.
That's what I understand. I know we're trying to go away from EPL, but they always come back to EPL. They want it's them and Saudis. Those are the two biggest leagues now, right?
Saudis was going to buy them
in 5 years.
They'll always buy the PL.
I know the Saudi is going to be.
No, it'll just be like a Middle Eastern kind of takeover. Just be Dubai, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia.
The Club World Cup might be big.
Also, quickly before I forget, I've discovered after years of really always enjoying the Serie A, never really I like Juve. I do like Milan a lot. Don't mind Lazio. Don't mind Napoli. Never liked Inter, but I finally I was at work. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a Genoa Paganini jersey because Paganini's the goat of violin. And I was like, he's from Genoa, right? I'm like, yes, okay, that's my team. Nice. That's my I'm fully back, officially stating Genoa is my squad, followed by Fiorentina, which is La Viola.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I swear to God, this month you.
I did say, yeah, I know, but I was like, wait, before I really go in on Fiorentina, it's Genoa, and they got promoted. They're back.
So that's why, eh?
They're back. No, I checked that after. I checked that yesterday. I'm like, fuck, I wonder if they're back. Because in my mind, I was already made up. It's like
they're back.
They are back. They came second.
There's who came first again? They're coming back.
I saw Genoa and
Is it Cagliari? No,
it might be. I don't know. Do you want me to check? Yeah, check. Okay, let's give. Okay, so Chiesa. Nope. Hello. Liverpool. Liverpool or
they only have one signing, right?
McAllister.
Yeah.
For what was it, like 55?
Yeah.
So is that okay? Is that awkward?
Maybe 50. No, that's good.
Yeah. It's a little.
And he got number 10.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Did you notice that? It was good. It was good before.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
I think that's better.
Sure. It's this much degree.
Yeah. It's. Imagine just staring at that. Our swallows of fans would just lose their mind.
But they're always
lose them.
Liverpool's always linked with these forwards. I'm like, you have too many forwards already.
Well,
they have 5.
They want apparently they're entertaining 40 million for Chiesa. Juve understandably wants 60. I know Chiesa's had some injury problems, some big injuries, but I mean, you're not giving up Chiesa.
No, especially if we're trying to rebuild. Why would you get rid of him?
No,
Right.
yeah, especially rebuilding when he's like.
We need to get rid of Allegri. That's what it is, because Chiesa and Vlahovic do not like the way Allegri plays. They get no service. The 3-5-2 doesn't promote Chiesa's strengths, nor does it for Vlahovic. They just need different voice in the dressing room every day.
And you want him back.
I was hoping that he would accept the money and go to Saudi Arabia.
20 million a year he turned down. He turned down 20 million.
Now you offer him 30, and I hope he has to take 30, right?
Well, Mourinho didn't.
I know.
Does he want to? So Mourinho also has turned down 30 million euros from Saudi Arabia.
But Mourinho was not going to go. He's still he's not in his prime anymore, but he's still like up there.
Yeah, but Allegri.
He's up there.
Yes, but Allegri
is past his prime.
Sure, but if Mourinho turns down 30, would he want to look lesser than Mourinho?
He knows he should know he's lesser than Mourinho.
Yeah, but would he admit it to himself?
I would hope so.
You would hope so, but do you think he would?
Would you?
What?
If you were in Allegri's position, would you think Mourinho's better than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still want to go to Saudi Arabia.
For 30 million?
I don't want to go to
if you're past your prime?
I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia.
30 million, man. Just live there for 2 years, 60 mil. What? And then you can leave. It's actually I don't like it here anymore.
How much is he getting at Juve? Like probably what, like 5?
Yeah, something like that. 4 or 5.
I don't know. Ugh.
Just 2 years, man.
I would have to travel there first just to see if I would have to travel for like a month and see if I can stick it out.
Just go to the pitch, go to your big ass house.
Yeah, it's just fucking boring. Anyway.
Come back with money.
Liverpool. I don't see that happening. What I am very worried about is killing me. It's fucking. I'm wearing it because this is the one deal that's not actually happening yet. But wearing my.
It's not gonna happen.
Wearing my Shabashai jersey. His release clause, 70 million euros, goes until June 30th, like at midnight. At midnight, yeah, tomorrow at midnight. And then obviously they could still sell him, but they can jack up the price to whatever they want, right? Or Liverpool can try to be fucking snaky about it and be like, oh, okay, well now maybe we'll try to pay less and see if you'll bite on that.
Yeah.
Right. If that happens, my favorite player going to my least favorite team, worst transfer window of all time.
Is he still your favorite player?
Yeah, that doesn't change. That doesn't change.
Even if he scores an 88th minute winner against you guys,
I'm sure he will. Trafford. I'm sure. What'd you say?
Old Trafford.
Okay, I said Old Trafford.
No, Old Trafford. No.
It is falling apart though. It pains me, man.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
He's a baller. He's an absolute baller. And Liverpool, Liverpool just get deals done like that.
But do they need another forward?
No, they don't. They need a midfielder.
If they sign him,
they're linked to Thuram, which I think is an interesting signing.
That's also another forward.
No, not
okay, not Marcus. Not Marcus.
No, that's
Thuram
from Nice. He's had a good couple of years, especially last year.
He's okay. They need that.
That's what they do need.
Their next 2 signings should be midfielders.
I agree. Even though they just got McAllister, they need 2 more.
If Shabashai goes to Liverpool, out of the 6, where does he rank?
To start, I don't think you'll see him start.
Would he be the 5th?
I could say. Okay, so it'd be Salah, Nunez, Jota.
Nunez is 2?
No, I'm not going in order. I'm saying I'm just gathering.
Diaz is taking number 7
Diaz,
now.
yeah. Well, Diaz. So Diaz. I think Shabashai takes time to. I don't think
you actually ahead of Shabashai.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the last. He's 6.
I agree, and that's.
So what's the point of signing a last?
Because you see the ceiling. You see the fucking ceiling, and
so get him when he's at the ceiling.
But you can possibly get it cheaper. That's the thing, because this release clause will actually open back up in January. This
6 months window.
This 70 million will be there again in January. But no, if they were to sign him, I think he would take time to. He's young. He's 22. He has so much.
So let him play 90 minutes, game in, game out,
and then what? Snag him in January.
Yeah.
When
even next summer.
Well, he might be gone by then. Hopefully
Liverpool,
United. Hopefully United.
No, that could be 2, right? Because I guess Sancho's
Or
a
like-
bench player. He could be sold too, actually.
Yep, absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, they need signings. Liverpool should not be looking at anything else. All right, because is actually that's what I was going to bring up. So because your favorite manager Southgate,
Yeah.
is using Trent in the midfield, is Liverpool going to use him in the midfield?
But he was. Klopp down the stretch was like moving him to midfield. He was. You saw him playing like basically. You see him in lineups.
So
like,
is that why they're not? Is that the
defensively
new
you cut
weapon?
back. Defensively you cut back into like onto the right. But like when they were building, when they were moving the ball up and keeping possession, he was there. He was there like right in the mid. He was.
So
that wasn't so.
So that's the signing. That's the signing of Liverpool.
You think this was a Southgate thing? You think Southgate decided to do that? Southgate, who finally like played in a 4-3-3, and then played in the mid. It wasn't even the heart of the mid. It was the right of the mid. When he could have been doing that all along. Liverpool, yes, because Liverpool stacked. He was playing 3-5-2s, Southgate, and he wouldn't even play him. He wouldn't even play him as a right wing back. That's a clown. You're gonna say Southgate started playing in midfield?
Or it just Trent just I want to play midfield. He's like, oh, okay. I think
I doubt that. I might because he wasn't. No, I don't think.
I'm playing midfield at Liverpool. Let me play midfield here, and he goes, oh, okay, we'll try it. Why not? We have a shitty group. Well, they have Italy, but they won that. You can play this against Moldova, whatever they play, whoever they played.
Macedonia. 7-0.
But didn't they also win 3-0 against someone?
Probably. Who cares? It's fucking easy peasy Euro qualifier.
They've had a pretty slow transfer window too, so if that's
they're not. They have someone. They. I mean,
you have
someone now too. Yes.
Right. So it's exactly
the
same.
But we just got ours. They'll be getting someone over the line by next week. Liverpool will have another signing.
What number is Mount actually? Has he announced yet?
I don't know. I'm fucking 18. No, that's Casemiro.
11, or is that still Greenwood?
Right. You rapist. I shouldn't say that. It's okay. No one's watching. Okay. Quickly, Newcastle. Let's just do this one more time. I'm wearing my Shabashai jersey because it actually hasn't happened yet. But there you go, Milan, and there's a Tonali one that I've had for like 3 years now. 3 years. That was heartbreaking. That like really fucking came out quick too. God, I fucking hate it.
Hey. It's not a rival this time, though.
They are a rival now. What do you mean? They are a rival. They absolutely are. Buddy.
Really?
Yes, of course they are. What do you mean? They are never leaving the top 4.
You think they come top 4 next year?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I absolutely. We'll see. Let's see how the rest of the summer goes. As it stands, yes.
That's their only signing, right?
Yeah, but Gamarish and Tonali. I mean, Gamarish was such a savvy sign. That was savvy because like
so
it was Lyon.
Right?
Who?
Or they play 4-3-3?
No, it could be. I think
they
do play 4-3-3 though.
So
they do play 4-3-3 a lot.
So it's him, Bruno, and Tonali?
I think so. For now, who knows who else they bring in? That killed me, and that really picked up steam. It was more like that really kind of picked up steam out of nowhere. It took like 2 days.
Tonali didn't want to leave.
I don't think he did either. I don't think he did, but he couldn't turn down the money. He's a Milan. He's one of those players. He's one of those players where it's like
if you didn't want to leave, you wouldn't have left.
Mike, please.
What?
I'm sure they like doubled his salary. It wasn't insane though. I feel like it was matchable. But quickly want to say he's one of those players where it's like selfishly like you should. And I like Milan. He's a Milan fan growing up, and I would and I loved him. I do love him. I still love him, but never leave that club unless you're coming to United. Manchester United, not Newcastle. Like it was one of those guys, It's like you're at your club, like, and it's in another league that like needs help. It needs stars, and they just lost. Like Sirius lost a homegrown talent, which is very rare, and it's probably
gonna happen. Come back though.
Yeah, when he's fucking like 30.
No, hey, Italian's record in the EPL, not the greatest.
No, this kid's different.
Not the great. I'm just saying.
He's different.
Who's the last best? Is Jorginho the last best?
Did Bonucci go to Chelsea for a season?
No, Milan. He went to Milan.
He went to Milan. I know, yeah, but okay, who? He was close. He was close. Number one. No, but like no one.
Jorginho's probably the best Italian signing in the last 10 years.
But like which other Italian signings are there? Fucking Gabbiadini?
Balotelli.
Okay, all right. That's a complete. That's a mental thing though. He came in hot and like he was just Balotelli. That's just what he is.
He's the only Italian to win the Premier League. You know that.
That's fine. He was on a stacked squad. He was on a stacked squad, and he was hot.
Why is there no Italian
that was his first season.
Man City?
Because they don't leave. They don't leave.
So why do you leave?
Because he
don't leave.
He got the money. They paid. He's getting. I think he's getting $8 million a year plus $2 million add-ons bonuses. $2 million bonuses.
If your boyhood club, are you leaving, Max? If you were him,
personally,
and that's United for you. You know, are you leaving?
Personally, I'm not leaving right away. I'm going there. I'm like, we need to renegotiate, and I give him another year. It's like you have another year to renegotiate, or like I'm gonna force you, and you're gonna lose money too because
they're
gonna know. They're gonna know. It's happening right now. It's happening like right now.
It was all.
But he's gonna be fine.
Money.
He's gonna be fine.
For the money.
It's also the best league in the world too. It's also the best league in the world. So there's that as well. And I think that's obviously a draw. It hurts me for Serie A as well. And Leao must be livid
because he just signed.
But he just signed, and they just fired. They fired Maldini right away.
After they signed Leao, because Leao said if they did that before, he wouldn't be signed.
Well, okay, but then it's like you also don't do it. He also got you to a Champions League semi, and he just won you the league for the first time in like 10 years.
Yeah, got MVP.
More than 10 years.
Brutal. The last one to win it for them. Believe it or
not. That's brutal. Yeah, Leao must be fucking livid. And the only thing that doesn't make me sad, but I'm excited to watch him play. Not that I wasn't already. I was watching him play.
And now you get to see him on whatchamacallit? Match Day Live. Every highlight. Should we go back to the EPL?
Well, we've been back on the EPL.
You still got Villa.
Yeah, we might as well just wrap it up with let's just wrap it with City, Kovacic, nice little signing. I think that's.
You got Spurs. Did we do Spurs?
No, we didn't Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs. See, we still got EPL.
Spurs. Do you know anything of this keeper? They got him from Empoli. He's like 27 or something.
That's who they went with?
Yeah, he's like 26. He's old enough, too.
I didn't know. I'm new.
But he's a keeper, so, like, you know, not really. He's like 26, 27. So, like, you know, if he's good, you got like 10 years on him.
Just the.
Bless you. Yeah. 5.
Madison.
Okay, 1-5. 6. Okay.
Madison for 40?
Too much, but.
You see the tweets?
I don't think it's no.
It was him in like 2013 being like.
Fuck Spurs?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it happens, right?
It happens. I don't think it's a bad signing.
One of the tweets said, he said, okay, I'll remember. Hold on. Keep going.
I don't think it's a bad signing. I think it's a good signing. I think it's a good move for Madison. I think that's his level. I think it's a decent move for Spurs to see what he can produce and if they can build off of this. But I think they were paid. I mean, they
had to. They're not in Europe. How are you going to attract people if you don't pay them?
No, Leicester. They overpaid Leicester. They paid him 40. They paid Leicester, a relegation club, £40 million.
I know. Yeah, they did overpay, but if you don't overpay, how are you going to get them?
Leicester don't care if you're in Europe or not. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't offer Spurs or Madison more money, but they certainly. I think 30 tops.
30?
Yeah. This is a guy that was at like 70, 80 million like 2 years ago.
If you're Tottenham and let's just say you offer 30 and say 40, and you're just going to go no. Who else are you going to turn to if you're Spurs?
Fucking get scouting. You can definitely find someone in Europe. It's been Poch. I thought Poch. Poch is he's great at finding some
young talent,
turning them into something. And it doesn't have to be like young. I'm just, like they could have gone elsewhere for close to half the price. I'm sure they could have gone to the Bundesliga or the Eredivisie for 25 million. No problem.
For Madison, but Madison wanted
for Madison-esque. I'm saying for a Madison-esque player for Spurs. I think. Oh, it's not Poch. Why did I say Poch? I'm sorry. It's the Aussie man.
Celtic, right?
The Aussie Celt. Yeah, I think it's a bit much.
Well,
and you know what? For example, I'll put this on the table right now. Something that Milan somehow still haven't finished yet. And maybe he's going like, I don't know what's going on in Milan, but I'm not liking it. Daichi Kamada. They were going free. And I honestly rate him over Madison anyway, to be fair. That said, Madison has Premier League experience, but
he's already shown he can do it.
Yes, that's fair. But you know what? I think if you were Spurs and you had actually gone after Kamada and signed him up on the free, then you don't look as desperate coming towards Leicester, and I think that's in your hand.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how I would have played. I think Kamada is a perfect example of someone that they're very similar players, and they'd be playing the same role. They'd be competing. They have the depth. For now, anyway, I think Spurs. This is someone that Spurs should still go after anyway.
We'll see if Daniel Levy doesn't want to spend money.
Yeah, well, Kamada was free.
Do you think Bayern can get Kane?
Yes. Yeah. Let's just
go right into that. What are they asking?
I think
120.
No. They're asking for 100, probably maybe euros to Bayern. But I think Bayern just went in for 70 million euros. I feel like they may be willing to go up to 80, but
that's it. They won't go more.
Kane's
what is 30, 31?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's 30. Maybe turning 31.
I like was the same age around, maybe a bit younger when he went to Bayern.
Much younger.
28?
No. Like 25. He was at Bayern for so long.
Was it 10 years? No, he was at there for like 8 years.
When did Bayern beat Dortmund in the final? That was like 2012.
2013. I think 2012 was Chelsea.
Okay, 2013. There you go.
Only 10 years, yeah. What's he now, like 35, 36?
Yeah. Anyway, I think Kane seems to be a little more willing to
stay. He wants to stay and beat Shearer.
It's idiotic. That's idiotic. I was gonna say. I think he's a little more willing to go outside of England. Let that go. Let that go, buddy. Like honestly, like really. That's such a small. That's the captain of England. That's the captain of England's mentality. If that's the case, that's his mentality, and Levy needs to let him go. To Bayern, it's outside of England. It's not a rival at all. You're not selling within the country.
You don't have to see him.
You don't have to sell him at 100 million. Sell him at 80 million pounds or euros.
Wait, if you're going to try and get, if they're going to give it a Kane, they're going to try and get as much as they can.
Fine. You can hold it for like 2 more weeks. Just let him go. Let him go. You're going to lose him for free in a year, and they're not going to win anything this year.
Yeah.
Believe that.
Yeah, let him go. If they're
they piss me off. They piss me off. And honestly, if Kane doesn't leave this summer anywhere, but if it comes to pass where it's it's Bayern or nothing, he's like, I'm going to stay in England. It's a weak mentality, and that's Gareth Southgate's captain.
Bayern would be a lot better. A lot better.
Absolutely, and you feel that system like love. I saw there was a post. It was like, if they get Kane, it'll be in Sane attack, and it was like
Mane, Sane, Kane. Yeah. All they needed was there was another meme that said all they needed was a pain like PA and Pane.
Yeah. Okay.
But is Mane? Yeah. What happened with Mane? Is he still leaving or staying now? What's the deal?
It's really died down. It's died down. That's the thing. Like shit like that does die down. It was really bad at the time, but it has died down. It pretty much died down like a week after, really. And then maybe it has been stored. There's been no talks about it at all. And do you want to lose him? Not necessarily. Why would you?
So they sold Lucas Hernandez and brought in Guerrero.
They brought in Kim and Jay, buddy.
I think Guerrero's at Bayern too now, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I'm saying left back for left back.
But Hernandez would play center back for them too. Hernandez would do both.
Yeah.
And actually, he was playing left center back a lot more the last couple of years.
Yeah, even Pavard too. Pavard sometimes too. He was.
Yeah, Pavard's looks like he wants to move, but I think he's gonna stay. Kim and Jay though, nice signing, really great signing. Guerrero, nice depth signing. Actually led the Bundesliga in assists this season. Yeah. Like he went on a tear delivering the ball in the latter half of the season. Latter third, really.
This is the second year in a row, actually. I'm going to center back from Italy. Right? DeLitt and
DeLitt, yeah.
DeLitt's not happy about that signing, that's for sure.
You know what?
A team like Bayern, there's always competition. There should always be competition.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about. Like with Arsenal, like you want to get to the top now. Like you need 2 teams. You need 2 teams that can win.
You want people mad when they're not selected in the starting 11.
Absolutely. To a point, not like Cancelo.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to wrap up? I don't think we have much more except for maybe we just touch on Villa.
Yeah, the goal's the last one we have, right?
And let's like
Oh yeah, Dortmund.
Okay, quickly, and this actually might pan out for West Ham. It seemed for I would say since January, Edson Alvarez looked like he was going to Dortmund, and it definitely seemed that way. Like once the season wrapped up, but it just completely collapsed in the last couple of days. It's completely fallen through. They're gonna like maybe pick up some from Wolfsburg and back Sean, but I mean Alvarez seemed like a really like nice replacement for Bellingham. Obviously not to that level, not like he's a little older, but he's an established player, done a great job at Ajax over the last few years. And it's completely collapsed. And apparently now West Ham are looking to swoop in. And why the hell not? You've got the fucking money, and that is an excellent replacement at a third of the price for you sold Rice for.
The Rice,
yeah. West Ham need to get on that. Need to, or I could even see Brighton actually selling Casado and doing the same thing.
I want Brighton to do well.
I would like, and I think Alvarez. I would like Alvarez to come in at United. I don't want like Onana, Martinez, Anthony, Alvarez, but I love that Ten Hag core. I always did even before Ten Hag came to United. Anyway, that's why I wanted him. Alvarez we need a backup CDM.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a great backup and understudy to Casemiro. I wouldn't say no, but yeah, that fell through. Okay, Villa, exciting. They last couple of years, they've been putting the money in. They kind of fucked up with Gerrard, but they were putting the money in under him just to work out with him. Now they have a manager.
It should be exciting. They start off with Tielemans. Now they have
Tielemans on a free. Why not?
Yeah.
He really he fucked the dog.
Pau Torres.
Tielemans fucked the dog this season. Last week he did.
Mm-hmm.
But
he mailed it in.
In his career, he's been an up and down player. Tielemans in his career. When he was at Anderlecht, such a hot commodity.
But he still started for Belgium, even.
Yeah, but Belgium wasn't their thing, man.
Now that I'm saying when they were in the prime, he was starting.
Yeah. Well, that's when he was actually not in their prime. Not in their prime.
Well, not there. What was their prime? Oh, 14 or 16?
2018. He didn't start in 2018.
I think 16.
2018.
That was their
French
prime?
World Cup.
Yeah.
French World Cup. When France won the World Cup.
I think 16 was they messed it up by losing the Bills.
Sure. But he didn't start that. He wasn't starting. He was just kind of coming along then. Maybe at Anderlecht, maybe even the year after that. He came up the year Mbappe came up, and they sold Mbappe, and they brought in Tielemans, and he shot the bed at Monaco. Yeah. And then Leicester swooped in and got him on loan, and then brought him in. But anyway, on a free. Why not? He's a player as almost. I'm getting like a Mourinho kind of vibe. It's you get a good couple years out of him. You know what I mean?
2-3.
Yeah.
He's only 28.
I would say tops. Yeah, I think 20 is fair. I might go lower though, maybe 27. Anyway, Pau Torres, pretty much done. Already played under Emery.
So Mings goes to the bench, right?
Yes.
Right. But it's Pau
yes.
Torres and Pau Torres and.
Fucking probably. Was it Costa who got injured fucking 45 minutes in the season? I've been swearing so much tonight.
Right? Who?
Was it Costa they brought in from Sevilla? He got injured first match of the season, or no, not first. Third match of the season last year. You're checking the roster here. Hold on.
No, just
Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos Costa.
No. I think it might be. Actually.
Hold on. Hold the phone. Also, they just brought in Alex Moreno, who was really starting to catch a stride at the end of the season there. There's Consa.
And they're in the Europa League, right?
Where the hell is he?
Are they in the Europa League?
Yeah, conference, I think.
They got conference? Who got Europa League?
Did Brighton? Oh, they got Europa and Brighton got conference?
No, Brighton got Europa. Yeah. So
Diego Carlos.
Because if they're in Europa, they might have been they might have been a dark horse. Right?
You mean in the Conference League?
No, if they made Europa, I would have put money down on them.
So, but do you think they're the favorite now? For
Conference League, Ember League, he doesn't know. He knows. He
I
knows
see what
Europa
you're saying, I see what
League.
you're
He
saying.
knows Europa. Conference League is new to him. It's still Europe. He'll probably do well. It's still on Thursday, right? So maybe it's a Thursday thing. We'll find out if that's the case. But yeah, they're set up nicely. They probably should finish ahead of Brighton, right?
Well,
but I'd be cheering for Brighton over Villa.
Me too, because they play more attractive football for sure, and they've
they should finish ahead of Brighton. That should be the rival next year.
I agree, but I want to see what happens at the end of the season. Sorry, at the end of the transfer window. That's when I can genuinely assess this.
Yeah, we'll have an end of transfer.
Well, we're doing this every fucking week.
Yeah.
Sorry, swear again. And they bring in Monchi. They bring in Monchi as well.
Off season, it's like every 2 weeks, right? Because every week it's like, oh, this.
It depends.
We have more to talk about.
It might be on like a Tuesday, like come Tuesday. Maybe have to see like what's going on. Maybe I have to do like a mini. If it's not too busy, I might do like a mini show solo. I might have to do that. But yeah, it's then they bring in Monchi from Sevilla as well.
All the Spanish players.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, the Prem's got all the money in the world. Everything's so strong. But it's very exciting because the depth and the parity is nice to see. It is nice to see. Hopefully, Saudi Arabia don't buy it.
And it's the only way to prevent that, the Super League.
I'm out. It's Genoa all the way then. Genoa all the way, baby.
Have a chance to win Serie A. The Super League's created.
Damn straight.
You just gotta.
I might take him this year. Fuck it. Okay.
I think we touched everything. Right?
I think we did. It's a good episode. I know, man.
An hour.
Transfer Talk's fun. We do hour. It's been a while since we did an hour, but you know.
There's a lot. We had a lot to talk about.
We sure did. Yeah. We sure did. Okay. Might see you next week. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's both of us. We'll see.
Well, if Manu and Juve keep doing what they're doing, then it might be a month. I'm joking.
No, you're not joking. You're not. You're absolutely not. I know. Okay. All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for joining. See ya. Why is it back?
Until he retires, I think.
Okay. So, well, why'd you stop?